All right, whenever you guys are ready, go ahead and start.
Alright, this is our insane race that we created and designed.
Some details about it is there's going to be teams of two. There's 16 legs or detours in total, and 4 of them are going to be in Fort Wayne. There's going to be a total of 2 roadblocks, and there's going to be a prize for the last team to make it to the end.
So this is gonna be our map of all the locations and everything. We have like little passports of everything for you guys.
Thank you.
Go.
And this also over here, this is our pitch board. This shows all the locations that we're going and all the different routes that we're gonna take and all the detours, challenges that we have for each location.
So this is our first challenge, technically kind of thing, and it's gonna be the 3 rivers downtown Fort Wayne. And the challenges you're gonna have, the physical challenge is gonna be get the canoe down all 3 rivers, and then the mental challenge you're gonna have to stay underwater for 3 minutes, and then you have your transportation is gonna be by car.
The next location is going to be at the Fort Wayne Children's Zoo, and the physical challenge is going to be you have to go to an exhibit where the caretaker for the animal cleans it out, so you're gonna do it for them until they think it's good enough. And for the mental challenge, you're gonna go look into an exhibit and look at it for 30 seconds, because sometimes at Fort Wayne Children's Zoo they give the animals toys to play with. So you're gonna look at it, you're gonna look away, go to a different room or something, and then the caretaker's gonna come in, take toys out, put something else in, and you have to spot all the differences in it. And transportation is gonna be by car. And the next location is going to be in Montreal, Canada. And the connection to Fort Wayne is that Montreal is where hockey was created, and Fort Wayne has a famous hockey team called the Comets. And for the physical challenge, there's going to be, each team is going to have to do a shootout with 3 pucks each, have to make it on a professional goalie. And and then after that, you're going to have to block 3 pucks each against professional people and against you. And then the mental challenge is you have to learn some of the common penalties that they have in hockey. And transportation is going to be by car too. Next location is going to be in Dublin, Ireland, where the connection is that Dublin, Ireland has lovely operas and singing groups and performances. And similar to Fort Wayne's Embassy, where there's nice plays and you can go hear performances and it's lovely. And for the physical challenge, you can go on one of the nearby long hiking trails where you have to carry a book bag full of rocks until the end of the destination and you have to drop them off. And for the mental challenge, you're going to have to learn and perform a song or performance they have there until the director thinks it's perfect enough.
Lake number 5 is Jared, Germany. So Jared, Germany has a lot of art museums, 7 in total. So I figured for the mental challenge, they would have to create an art piece and then try to sell it for the equivalent of $1. And then they get minus 30 minutes of their time for every $5 plus. And then for the physical challenge, they have to kayak down the White Elster River, and they need to get there by car.
Rome, Italy, we're connected by history. People from Rome, Italy migrated from Rome, Italy to Fort Wayne, and they were part of our communities and different churches across Fort Wayne. Our mental challenge is that we will run a lap around the Coliseum with a 200-pound book bag, and our mental challenge is that we will have to find a specific painting in the Sistine Chapel, and you'll be transporting there by train.
Link number 8 is Rajasthan, India. We are connected because Fort Wayne exports metal there. Challenges: participants have to live a day in the life of one of the peripatetic drives tribes in the Thar Desert and help them earn money. And then for the mental challenge, Rajasthan is known for its indigo dye, so I figured that participants would have to dye something using indigo and try not to get any other clothing because it is a very messy process. They get a penalty of 30 minutes for the amount of dye that is on their clothing. And you'll be getting there by bus.
Mine is like to China, for the mental challenge, no, the physical challenge. They have to go to the nearby island and find 4 different fishes. And for physical, no, mental, they have to learn how to properly cut and serve fishes in a sink for 5 minutes. And interpretation is trained.
Takaoka Japan, we're connected to them because they have different culture traits, and we have different culture traits than them. We are sister cities with them, so we exchange traits, information, different traits with each other. Our physical challenge for Takaoka Japan is that we'll have to learn the traditional dance of Nakabuki dance, the Sakabuki dance, and you would be judged on how well you performed on the dance. And your mental challenge is that you have to solve a riddle in the native tongue and translate it, and then solve it. And the transportation is by train.
So our next location will be Sydney, Australia, and the 2 challenges we have is the physical challenge is going to be going canoeing under the harbor bridge, and then race to the airport on a bike at the worst time possible in Sydney. And then the mental, you have to make new friends by doing a sport in Australia, and then the transportation would be by water taxi.
Cape Town, South Africa. We're connected by them because 14 of our population is African. Our mental challenge is that you will have to prepare 3 local dishes from Cape Town. And our physical challenge is that you would have to go scuba diving to find a key to unlock a box. And you'd get there on a Ricky, which is like a bus, but in a car version.
Our 13th leg is Port Lockroy, Antarctica. We are connected there because Port Lockroy is owned by Great Britain, and Anthony Wayne was British. This is a roadblock. Participants have to cook a meal outside in the freezing Antarctic cold. It has 3 courses, and it has to be edible, and it's judged by those living at the base. You'll be getting there by boat.
The next location would be La Paz, Bolivia, and this one is going to be a roadblock, so you have to do this challenge, and this one will be basically a physical challenge, and you have to ride a bike the full length of Death Road in Bolivia. You be transported by bike.
Next location is going to be at the Boeing escape room, where the physical challenge is you're going to have to go and set up the whole patient zero escape room, which is one of the popular ones that they have, until the game master thinks it's good enough for it to actually be used. The mental challenge is you have to actually go through the patient zero escape room in under an hour, and transportation is going to be by car.
So our final leg will be downtown Fort Wayne. You have to parachute out of a plane and then complete a puzzle piece, basically, which has 1,000 pieces, and then you're going to be transported by the Fort Wayne Scooters.
The prize. The winning group will win $1 million.
That's the end of our presentation.
Okay, we have some time for any feedback that you guys want to provide.
Well, I really like your handouts. I think that's really good to have in the visuals. What I would say is I would probably, all of you guys work well together, but I would identify and introduce each of you so that we know who we're actually listening to. You should take credit for putting this presentation together, and we don't know who you are. So,
If you look on the back of the handout, you will see all of our names there. Just wanted to point that out.
yeah.
I agree. I think the handout was really cool to be able to have to kind of follow along with. Also, the thing that's kind of unfortunate, like it didn't match your presentation all the way, and I understand you had more stops on your presentation than you had in the handout. But it's just one of those things that it's an attention to detail piece that when you do go to prepare a presentation, things like that can really hang up people's attention that you're presenting to where they're actually not paying attention to what you're doing because they're looking at a discrepancy instead. It's similar with we talked about, like if something's misspelled or something's kind of not centered or doesn't look quite right, what you're ended up actually able to do is almost detract from your presentation because of that. So again, I think it's a great material. Just one of those things that I think as a last minute go through would be to make sure that everything does match between the two. And since this one doesn't change as easily as digital, probably change the presentation to match this.
Okay, good job, guys.